another amazing day at fmtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hi, everybody. Good to see you here. I am welcoming today Nick Hunter, of course, and Ken Tooley, who have both been with us for a long-running series. I think we're on day 21 now. Basically, where we're discussing the renovation of a file live, which has been very cool. Existing FileMaker file design and modernization workshop. So, basically, Nick has been taking a FileMaker file and changing it live for people. So, that has been very cool. We're doing Wednesday today, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week will again be this recurring until basically, I think, until Nick is done with it. So, Thursday is going to be add-ons, JSON array sort for FileMaker, and also JSON diff, which I need to change. I got recent updates today about that. And then Friday will be about transient notifications in FileMaker for beginners and intermediate developers. Basically, little pop-up notifications to let you know that things are happening. Live as you interact with your file is a really cool concept that Richard has recently worked with, and I believe it's one of Kyle's files that he integrated. So we'll be discussing that at a very nice, easygoing level for people who are new to the FileMaker program or intermediate developers. That'll be really fun. Again, we do this 5 days a week. We transmit to 3 different platforms. We transmit to YouTube, Discord, and Twitch. If you would like a pass to any of the other platforms, please let me know. Otherwise, if you'd like to support the channel, we have the FM Training annual subscription bundles. There are 3 options. Each one offers a variety of things. It's 100 plus hours of really high energy video content. Richard's a presenter, Nick's a presenter. A lot of people you're familiar with on our streams are all presenters. People every once in a while get a message like, "Man, you guys' streams meander and wander around for a while." And it's well, it's a live discussion. It's an hour-long live discussion on a variety of topics the presenter feels is pertinent or interesting. We also take live questions and live feedback from people, which kind of means the discussion naturally evolves. If you're looking for really bite-sized animated content, this is where it is. All videos are about 5 to 20 minutes at max. And it covers a variety of FileMaker topics and little easily understandable cookie-sized snacks. So that was something you would like to do, please do that. Help support the channel, helps keep the free community content going. If you've bought that already, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it. Okay, with that being said, I think I'm going to stop sharing and fold it over to Nick. Nick, what are we doing today?
Hello, Babs. Thanks for the introduction. Thank you, Ken, for joining today again. Every day, it's a pleasure to have with us and to have you with us. So thank you for everybody.
Great to be here and to finally be legal, day 21.
Yeah, you can drink alcohol now.
There we go.
And rent a car. So
I think that's still 25.
The car?
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
U.S. companies, it's 25 to rent.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised when you think about a lot of young 21-year-olds and recalling how I drove as a young 21-year-old.
So we continue this series, and today we have something interesting. So far we work under this documents organization, how to get documents related to a record, how we manipulate this, and how we organize this. So we had discussion about different topic, different techniques that I'm using. Yesterday we had a discussion about the technique I'm using. That I hoped to impress people with that technique, but I didn't. So it's funny because it saved me so much, right? And so I was, maybe because of the way I'm building things, right? So it fits perfectly, the technique I was demonstrating yesterday of putting a perform script on server without waiting the process on the commits that frees the commit from any spinning wheel, right? And at the same time allows you to wait a little bit, to pause a little bit, right? And to let the record to close and then reopen the behind the scene, reopen the record and do, but do things so quick, right? The technique I was demonstrating yesterday, just aparté on this, is this: when you perform what I'm performing on server, right? When you go to a record and you set a field is like a thunderbolt. It's like blah, like this, right? So nobody is impossible to get the record like busy. I tried to simulate this problem that many people some people, let's say, in the audience mentioned that you get the record, busy afterwards, right? And I never could get the message, oh, this record's busy, or I never got the record to be busy. And by the way, doing this test, I figured out a way to work around this problem, right? Based on the type of error you encounter. Let's say you have a set field, right? So let's explain. Let me explain. I want to follow up on this, and then we switch to the other topic. But I have this in mind, so I want to do it. The technique I use here, so you need to watch the webinar from yesterday, otherwise you won't understand anything. But the technique I'm using here is where's the on commit? On commit, okay. So I'm doing a p-source, right? So when you commit, so let's put that in 2 seconds because the freeze too much. So when you commit, the script step, not the trigger, on commit is not after the commit, is before the commit. So everything that happened on that script, everything that happened here is happening before the commit happened. Okay, it's happening during the commit, but the commit didn't happen yet. We start the commit, we do this, and then we commit the record. So sometime, for many reasons, we have to commit the record and then execute something, right? But you want something, you want that to happen after the commit. So what you say is, before the commit, you send an order to the server to execute something before the commit. Then the script says, okay, I wait until the commit happened. That means it said this, okay, do this. Okay, I wait. And then this closed. And then this wait. And then do this. But the commit happened. And then, okay. So let's say you have something here, right? And let's say for unknown reason, during that 2 seconds, right, I keep that record busy, right? Right? So I keep that record busy, right? Like this, So the record is busy, right? It's open, okay? So here, okay, we can put a loop. So not here, right? But here. Because the perform find, I don't care. If the record's busy, you will find it. But here, right, you can get a loop and say exit loop. So this is how I'm doing this, right? Not get last error. Okay, so what will happen here? Let's say the record busy. So this will return an error. So let's simulate this, right? It's interesting, right? Is it interesting for you guys?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is it interesting for you to figure out how to fix this if you have a problem, like mentioned yesterday, like the record busy? And this technique, by the way, I'm using this technique a lot because that can happen on any of the pieces. On any of the pieces, that can happen, right? The record be, right? And the pieces cannot. Okay. So what you do here, right? And in this here, I'm going to put that on. because that will allow me to monitor, to get the error out of this. The error that I'm going to get here. Okay. So let's say I have the 2-second here, right? So let's say I'm doing the commits. I'm doing a commit, right?
Need to be on the other documents.
Sorry?
I think we need to be on the.
No. It's I need to be on that record. Right? So I'm doing the commit.
But you're actually on the balloon documents instead of the pilot documents. The button's not displaying the right card.
Oh yeah, yeah. I need to commit this. See this?
Yeah.
Okay. So So I have the error. So it's busy, right? So I got the error. So let's say I have this busy, okay, and so I'm changing. I'm making a change here, right? And so the script, yeah, but the script won't return an error because it has to wait this. So let me do something else here, okay? Let me do something else. I'm showing you how to perform a script and simulate on server without to be on server. Okay, so I demonstrate that many times, right? So I'm doing this, I'm doing a new window, right? A new window. In the layout, I need to go, which is a pilot layout. The pilots, do we have a table here? Which layout I'm going there?
The L100 is the one we've been using.
Yeah, I'm going there.
If you want the same one.
Yeah, I don't want this one. I want the pilot one. It's okay. I can go to the pilot. So new window in the pilot layout, right? Okay. And I'm performing the same script that I want to perform on server, right? Which is the pieces here. This one, right? And I have a parameter that I need to send over there, right? And then I close it. Close the window. So this simulates a perform script on server, but locally. That will do exactly what on server is doing, right? On server is doing this. He's opening the file, that simulates opening the file, perform the script, and close the window, close the file. That's what he's doing, right?
Got it.
Open the file. I'm opening a window, which is a simulation, right? I perform the scripts, and then I close the window. So this is exactly what's happening on server. So let's do this, right? So I do this. So I'm opening the window right here. And I do this. And during the pause, yeah, but I'm in the pause here. He won't allow me to go there. Yeah, he won't allow me to go there. Yeah. So let's put something like this here. Perform scripts. Okay. Go to fields. Let's go to field, whatever field I want to go. Let's go to certificates. I try to simulate something which is not easy, right? So I'm simulating that.
Because you're still the same user versus a different user.
Yeah. So I'm simulating that. So I'm simulating the field busy, the record busy, right? So I'll do this. So the script will go to that record. So it's busy now, right? It's busy, right? So I perform this, right? And here, I wait, I do this, I go to the record, and I'm setting the field. And here, I have an error, right? I have a 301 error, okay? Correct?
Yep.
Because the record busy. Okay. So now let's say I don't have this, right? I don't have this. So, and I'm doing the natural way, right? So I click here. I have is performing. the record is modified because the window is already being in different window. Yeah, but yeah, it's complicated because it's not. It does on server. It's completely separated. But okay, what I can do. Okay, let's do something else. This won't work. Sorry, guys. I need to simulate something, and sometimes it's not easy, right? I'm doing that on, right, and I'm showing in the dialog the results. Get scripts results. Okay, and here in that I'm going to put here exit scripts, right? And I'm getting the last error. So that will tell me what happened here on the script, right? So let's say so now I think I can simulate what I want to simulate here because I want to show you that, right? So when I go there, I'm doing this, right? Yeah, but I cannot do. Okay, no, I cannot do this. Okay. See, it says 301 because the record was busy. So if I do this, right? So I click here. It says 301 always, right? Because because this happened. Okay, and that's the problem. Okay, so yeah, I will have a okay. Again, I cannot simulate this that way.
Almost like you need a second copy of FileMaker running so that you can be a second user.
Yeah, no. Because okay, let me explain. When you do the because I cannot do because I'm not doing this. I'm not saying off. When I say off, I cut the tie. And so I know what to do now. Okay. This will work. So I'm going to create a field. It's not a global. I'm going to create a field to get the error. So I'm going to set, yeah, that will work. Now it's interesting. It's interesting to manipulate things like this and to get, yeah, the pieces when you do off, you cut the tie. So if I do on, the commit didn't happen. The commit didn't happen until this done. But if I say off, the commit happened because I don't care. It's off. Do this and buy. If I do this, I need to wait.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So it will be busy all the time. But because I have off, so now I'm doing this. The script on the other side will return me the error. Look. Okay. Okay. So I'm putting off and I'm doing the normal execution. Okay. Normal execution. Oh, yeah, but I need to put here. That is a good technique, by the way, to get the last errors, right? You write, I have a table for that many times, it's so when you need to monitor this type of thing. So I'm doing this, okay? I commit, and here we get a 0. Bam. Right? So now, because there's no errors, he set the field and I get no error, right? He did this because, okay. So let's say now I'm going there or I'm going there, whatever. I'm changing this, right? And I'm opening the record. It said 0. Yeah, because the set field, it doesn't matter. That's the point, It doesn't matter. It said 0. Even if you there, so I commit and I go back and I modify the the record, it will still say 0. Because the set field doesn't really care about this, because he set the field, right? So let me see if it's happened, right? So I'm going there, and I'm doing this, and I'm opening the record. Yes, it doesn't care. It changed. You see, he made a change, right? He made a change, because he revalidated this. If I change this, for example, right, and I do this, right? So he do this, and even if I go there, it will modify it, bam, right? Even if the record is busy, it will do it, right? Because it's another computer. So you write on something here, Ken. It's like the set field won't be blocked, even if the record is busy, right? Even if the record is busy. But because it's a set field. But if I do, I don't know, I don't know what I can do here. But anyway, my technique is this. It's very simple. If something happened and the field is busy, the record is busy, but the set field is not is not, maybe an insert, because I'm modifying this. Let's say I want to modify, and I'm modifying, and I was modifying this. I was modifying this pilot, It doesn't care. It doesn't care. Even if it's busy, when it's on server, it's another computer, and I'm setting a field, and it doesn't even care if the record is busy or not, because the set field doesn't care about this. Otherwise, the set field doesn't care about maybe the insert.
I was just going to ask, what's really the difference between the insert text and the set field?
Yeah, but the set field, that's the point. The set field doesn't care. It will set the field, even though the record is busy. That's the point. But it's otherwise you wouldn't be able to do any changing on the record. You understand? So
right.
The set field doesn't care about this. The insert. Let's do the insert. Maybe we will get insert calc.
Time, wouldn't it be?
No, not. Yeah, we can do the time, but we can do this in the target field, which is the trigger, and I want this. The get timestamp. Right. So let's. Maybe the insert will be busy. So let's do this. Let's commit and go back to here. Yeah. So now I have an error, right? 102. Right. I don't really know what 102. What's 102, guys? If you can go online, 102. I don't remember what 102. If somebody on the audience can go online and check. Okay, so what I do, right? So I remove this, because I want to monitor this, right? I want to monitor this. So I want the last arrow to put the last arrow on this, right? So I keep going. It will keep going until this is gone. Okay. Field is missing. Oh, okay. So this is different. Oh, because it's not in the layout. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because insert set field, we don't care if the field is in the layout, but insert, we need the field in the layout, right? Correct?
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So that one. So let's put back this, okay? And let's remove this for now, right? So I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm opening the record. And it doesn't care. But it didn't do it. So why didn't set field the last error with the get last error? It didn't change this. It didn't do it. Insert last error 1.
Open record and get the last error in a loop.
No, but it didn't change this. Right? It's not doing it. Insert calculation.
Is the field missing?
Pilot. I am in the pilot table. Pilot. No, it's not missing. Yeah, it might be missing again, but it's there. Oh, yeah. My bad. Yeah, I'm in that layout. So I need this inside that layout. So now we're good. Okay.
Thank you, Stu. That was
yeah.
a suggestion from Stu.
Yeah. That's good. So, so let's go again. So I'm doing this and this. Boom, 0. It doesn't
There
care.
you go, yeah.
It doesn't really care, you know. That's the point. You understand? So that I'm demonstrating it doesn't even care. That's, that's why, the problem of from yesterday that, this technique doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't, I'm demonstrating that it's not the case, right? Even with the insert, because it changed it. It changed the trigger. Now you understand why the trigger is good, right? Why the timestamp on the trigger is good, because you know when the change happened, right? You can see it, right? I'm there. I click this, I do a change, I commit and immediately go inside, and here, boom, it changes, 0 error. And he put the missing doc back because the auto entry calculation happened.
Yeah.
Correct? So what happened if I'm doing this? So I try to get the error. So I'm committing and I'm getting here. So the field I'm changing is busy. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. It set the field. You see, it just did it. You understand? Yeah. So Mira, look, I'm doing this. I commit and then I open the record again, right? Right. So maybe what we can do, and he did again. Oh, I didn't commit. Okay, hold on. It commits and I'll do it again. Oh, yeah, I need to do change. Okay, change, commit, and then I go back. Bam, it changed it. So let's do something else. I'm doing this. I commit and I'm doing a change. No errors. No. Okay, hold on. Revert. I'm doing this.
Oh.
I'm doing this.
It doesn't like you changing, getting away from a timestamp.
Yeah. So I'm going this. I'm doing this. I'm committing, and then I'm changing this. Right? It's weird. Yeah, because maybe I do. Yeah, I did it. Right? I did it later. So hold on. Okay, so I'm doing this. I commit. I'm doing a change. And if I do this, if I revert, it will change it. It will do it because it waits. Bam, it waits. Yeah. So, look, I try my best. I try my best to make that fail. It doesn't. It doesn't, right? You understand? So,
yeah.
How it could fail? It's impossible to get it fail, right? But anyway, if you want to monitor something, if you have a case, because it doesn't pop to my mind, right? If you have a case, yes, exactly. So I understand correctly that this does, yeah. So the loop here will try until the record is not busy, So until the record is not busy, we'll try again. Try until the record busy, not busy. Until somebody get out, this will run. Right?
Yeah.
It will wait until it's not busy, right? Correct? So, right?
Yeah, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, exactly. So you keep going until one day when the guy, and if the guy never closed the record, okay, but you understand? So you can, and you can say, if you want, you can do something like this, right? Because I did that many times. When I need to be extremely precise, if I need to be extremely precise, I can do this. You can put a counter here. Okay, counter. And it's counter +1. Each time it tries, right? Each time it tries,
Yeah.
okay. And you do this, okay? Like this. Set, right? And if counter equal 200, for example, it tried 200 times, okay? It tried 200 times. You set the field, last error, and you said, this record hasn't been updated, for example, updated, right? Something like this, right? And then you say exit loop, not on last error, right? But you exit loop on not last guess error and or okay, the counter equals 200. So not guess
Miss the
or yeah oh okay. You understand? So that means you do a counter, you try 200 times. If after 200 times it couldn't get it, right? It will set the field last error, say, okay, this record hasn't been updated, right? And or saved or committed or whatever, committed, committed. So I've been committed. And then you exit the loop on two conditions. Not so here you need to set a variable, last error, or I call that error, right? And you put the get last error here, get last error, because I want to monitor the last error of this. If I put the last error here, it will get this, right? So I put the variable here, right? Right? And then I said if not error or counter, okay? So that means here it will say, okay, I'm setting the counter. Each time I have a loop, I'm trying this. I'm collecting the error, each time, I'm going to error. If it keep going, right? And then you exit onto these two conditions. So you have a test here, right? So you have a elaborated test, right? But in my case, this is never happen. It will never happen, absolutely not. So I try my best to make it. It didn't happen. So So let's continue.
David Angel just said along the same lines, using a timer versus a counter.
Yeah, I don't like timer, but it's okay. Yeah, I like the count. Because I'm in a loop. So the timer, or you can do that. Definitely, you can do that. You wait on the time, but I prefer on the attempts, because as somebody, we never know if the server is busy, right? If you get on the server very busy, or if you have for example, if you have a backup running, or the count is better, because the count, I don't care if it takes 2 hours, I don't care. But in your case, it's you can get you understand. So I like the count. Right. I like the count instead of the on the develop for the the developers on C++, whatever, they count on ticks, tick cycles, right? Count with pause. No, you don't need a pause. You count, you count the attempts. You count the attempts, right? Oh, I can go back. I can go back to the. You count the attempts. You count the loops. You count the loop. You say, okay, I tried 200 times. I couldn't update it, so I go away. That to avoid, this loop to go forever. If somebody went home, right? The record open. That happened. It happened even to me. Sometimes my customer hates me because they cannot work on one record or on one layout because I leave the thing open. Right? So okay, so let's move on. Okay. So that's what's interesting, because then I prove myself that this technique of the commits doesn't have flaws. Period. Okay, doesn't have flaws. And that it's good. It's good to make a point like this. No, it's true. I tried, right? You witness, right? I tried my best. Okay, so I couldn't make it fail. So okay, so now Ken has a feature request, which happened many times on the for us developers. The customers say always, right? All the time, they come say, I want to change that. Yeah, I want to. Can we do this? They ask. They charge the donkey, right? Oh, can we do this? Oh, can we do that? Right. So, and Ken said, yeah, it would be bad. It would be good if I can say, right, in my list here, he wants to know. He don't want just the certificate missing docs if the back or the front is missing. He wants to know if I have the back like this, but here I don't have the front. He wants to know. He wants the certificates here, the status to say, oh, the back is missing, right?
Yeah, missing whichever one.
Yeah, missing.
So you have the back, the front's missing.
Yeah. If both is missing, you say, okay, missing doc. If I have the certificate back, but I don't have the front, he said, oh, missing front. If I have the front and not the back, he want missing back. But if I have both, he said valid. Okay.
Right.
So now we need to treat that as an individual ID. Now, as of today, I was demonstrating how we do two IDs in one field, right? The two IDs in one field, and then I have the relationship, right? So I'm going to keep that for the demonstration, right? I'm going to keep that for the demo, and I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to certificate front ID, right?
Yep.
And I'm going to duplicate that certificate back ID. So now I have front and back. I have two fields. Okay, front and back. But I keep that one for the demo. Then on the file you have the both. You have both possibilities.
You see both techniques. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah, both techniques. Yeah. But now on my set global, I need to take care of it, because here I'm setting this with 2. Now I have to set this one, the back, with this. So back with this, right? And front with this. I'm going to check if the ID are correct, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope you remember which one's which.
Yeah, because I'm logic. Front, back. So front, back. Let's verify if I'm logic, right? If I have this, if I have this discipline, right? 0DF.
Is OD, and the other's D2.
Front and back. So yeah. So
very good.
Yeah, I was good. You know what I mean? So you need to take care of this. Front, back. So he keeps the logic from the name, right?
Yeah.
And so then, okay. So now I have these two. So now I'm going to set this. So now the field are set, okay? My globals, right?
Because that would normally run at startup, but yes.
Yeah, that run a startup, but I changed the script so I run it,
Right.
and then I have my global set.
Yep.
Okay. So now I have two fields. So in the pilots here, right? Here was for the certificate. So I'm keeping this one, right? I'm keeping this one, but I'm going to get this one. I think it's this one. Yeah. No, it's this one. I never knew which grade is the regular. So I'm going to do this. Hold on, I need to close the door. No.
Shut the door.
Yeah, shut the door. No, I have a friend at home, and they playing with the PlayStation. So B, C, D, E. So pilot documents. So that's the same. So this is front. Okay. That for the front. So let's say certificate front. Right?
Yep.
So that will be for the front. So it's the same of this, right? The same of this, but like this. So I have the from pilot, right? And I have the certificate front here with the type of document. So now I have those two. This and this. This for the front.
Yep.
And now I'm doing for the back. Okay. I'm naming this EF, right? And I'm doing the same from and the certificate back, pilot and the back ID with the tab. Okay. So now I have two fields, two relationships, right? So now it's easy, right? To do that, you have two fields. So now it's easy to get the thing done. Okay. So let's try if we have something here. So we can say get as Boolean, okay? And we go to the T05E, that the front. So do I have the front? No. Right, I don't have it. Let's check. Let's check if that is that true. I have the back, I don't have the front. So do I have the back? Right? Is it saying me that I have the back? So I'm going here. F. Okay, so do I have it? Yes.
Yes.
So now I have get as Boolean, this. Yes, no. So let's change this. So we have this here. So let's put this one. Let's say this one is the front. Right? Yeah, okay. So I have my freaking boom, one.
Yeah.
Right? So
the new pictures help a little too.
Yeah, exactly. But I have my two ones here, so that's what I want to know. So let me remove
That's what we really want.
Let me remove that trigger here from the middle. Yeah, I want to keep all the technique, and then you will figure out which one you want to use. But then because we distribute the file to the audience, so we want to. Okay.
Right.
So now I have my two Boolean. So now I get as Boolean how it works. I don't need to go there and say if not is empty, blah blah. I don't need that. Get as Boolean, bam. That will tell you 1, 0, yes, no, right? So now that I have my yes, no, and if I do this and I'm going there and I'm changing this to medical, and I'm validating this, right? So now, yeah. Oh yeah, I need to remove this. because I messed up my, yeah.
There
See,
it went.
you see the on commit without the locally. You just saw this on commit locally. I got like 4
Oh,
seconds.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I got, yeah, right? Because, oh no, no, it's there. Why is did that? Or maybe because my layer, my thing is, but it's, I thought it was, no? Okay. But you know, with this Zoom stuff, everything's so freaking slow. So we never know. So if I do this, I'm validating this, and refresh 1 right? So we have the get as boolean working, right? So now we're going to use that get as boolean into the certificate status. So, you know, I'm going to copy this and put it here, okay? This is a technique with the two.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to do front equal, you know, and
Yeah.
I like to do this. Or we yeah, we can do this. You know, get as boolean, okay, T05D. So this is a from. This no.
It was E, wasn't it?
E is E, yes. So see the names, certificate front. See, I have this to tell me, okay, this is the right one, right? So get as boolean this as front, right? And I'm going to copy this, right? And say as back. Okay? And this is F. Okay? So get as boolean. And so we don't want the missing doc. Okay, missing doc is this. Okay, the missing doc is if both are missing. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So what we do with this? Okay, so the missing doc will be that both missing. So we do the same, right? Get as boolean the list of has front, right? And has back. And I want this. Not get as boolean. That means it will say equals 0, right? If it's not, if the get as boolean returns 0, that means they are both. If one of those, so let me explain how this boolean works, okay? It's right? It's interesting, right? Do you want, guys?
Yeah.
Is it interesting you? Or am I?
Yeah, because I'm not quite following that.
Am I waking the people in the audience? Yeah, I think so. They are all sleeping.
Well, Kyle said it.
Yeah.
People are asking you to please explain.
Okay.
Please
Get as
explain this in
boolean.
like the next
So,
20 minutes if possible.
yeah. So get as boolean, right? Let's say I have a list, and in my list I have 0 and 0. So my list returns 0 and 0, right? I have 2 zeros in my list, right? That returns 0. But if I have a 1 here, that will be 1. Or if I have 0 here and a 1 here, that will be 1. That means I can have a list like this with 0, 0, 0, right? If I have at least 1, if I have all zeros, boom, 0. But if I have 1 here and 1 here and 1 here, that will be 1. That will be okay. I have something. I have something positive here, right?
So it's looking for a true value.
He's going to look for
a 1 or a
1
true
somewhere.
As if long as there's anything that's true.
Yeah. But if I say this, you know, if I say not as boolean, I'm reversing this.
Okay, I got it now.
right? So
Yep.
now it says 0. I put not. It said 1. And if I said 1 here, no, it's the opposite. I said you got it in the audience, you know. So like this, I have 1. You say, yeah, I found something. Get as Boolean, yes, I have found something. Not get as Boolean, you reverse it. That means now is if I say 0, I have 1. If I said 1 here, I have 1. I have 0 here. So it's reversing. So I want to know when it's not. I want to know. I want 1 when I want the result to be 1 when everything is 0. Because for me, that is yes, missing doc. That will be missing doc. You understand? That is missing doc. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So let's go back to the certificate status. Okay. So is missing doc for me is when if this one returns 0 and this one returns 0, in that case, yes,
we're missing the whole thing.
It's a missing doc. Okay. So now is missing front, right? But that's easy. You know, we have it. We don't need to do that. So actually, we don't need to do that. But because we have it, has front, has back. So we don't need that. The missing doc was to combine those two.
Right.
You understand? So what we can do here for the best understanding is this. All of this is about the docs. Okay. All of this is about the documents.
Right.
So now I can say is missing doc or is missing front equal. So case has front or, okay. Yeah. Let's keep the same terminologies. Missing front, not, right?
Okay.
Missing back, yeah. Missing back, not, okay? So because now I know when he's missing, not when he has it. So because I reverse this. So if this one's 0, then the result of this will be 1. I know it's voodoo, but I want to know when this.
If it's empty, then it's
and that's why exactly. So that's why the name of the statement is important. Is missing front, is missing back. I want to say yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, right? Yep. I want to know. Okay. To be yes when it's missing, I need to say not when there's something. Okay?
Right.
I hope I'll be.
When there's something there, it's not missing.
Exactly. So this is missing front. Right? And this is missing back. Right? So I'm calling those things, right? Is missing front, missing doc. Okay, pom pom pom.
And turning the Boolean into text.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I don't need more. What's happened here? Oh yeah, is missing.
Oh yeah,
front.
we changed.
Yeah, we changed the name here. Is missing back. Boom. So now my certificate status. So you understand now the beauty of the let statements, because I modified things, but I didn't change much. Right, I didn't touch the other, I didn't touch the other statements. I didn't touch the calculation pretty much. I just modified it, right? So that was the beauty of the. So let's see if that happened now. Sorry for the spinning wheel, but it's sometimes it's.
Only you get to see the spinning wheel. We just see a cursor.
Yeah. Okay, so I have the spinning wheel. That's fine. So okay. So now let's see if that works. So I'm going to remove the front.
2.
It's still valid. Okay, so I remove the back. I touched so much this, it says still valid, but this doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, it's still valid. Okay, let's see why. So, you know, I don't know why this stays because now, so I think I broke something here. Let's see what I broke. No, certificate status. What did I broke here? Trigger 1, not this, not that, and not the both. I have front. Yeah, I need this first. No, whatever. Yeah, I need this first. It will. Okay, so here I need to explain. I need to explain the case. But it should have said at least this and this, you know. If it's missing this. But first I need to fix this. Why is it valid?
Yeah, how did it get that far down?
Is certificate valid? Certificate valid. Okay. I need to check was the certificate valid field return. 0. Why certificate stated? Oh yeah, it goes to another, yeah, but it should have said missing doc here. So let's say what he's doing here. So let's validate this. Okay, let's validate this.
Okay.
So right. So so I'm copying this. So let's see what's going on. So it's good because I'm showing you what's going on.
Yeah, this is exactly what happens to us, and it's kind of like, okay,
Exactly,
now
exactly. So when that happened, immediately what I'm doing, I'm copying the piece of logic that might be faulty, right? Because it says 0 is working here. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm removing this, and I'm commenting this. So I'm keeping one at a time. Okay. Okay. Not, so I don't have this one. It's missing.
right.
So the first is missing. The second missing. And this won't work because I don't.
Because you didn't bring the others over.
Yeah. But that will work. We know that. So why? So let's see now that I fixed so let's see. If I put the back here and I validate this. Okay, so again, but I have here. So now it said 1 here. So the back is there. See? Get as Boolean back. I have it. So if I said no, it's not missing. Right. So something happening here. We're going to fix it. Is missing not this. Is missing back, not the back. Is missing not doc, not Boolean. Oh. I'm doing a negative on the negative. No? Yeah. So here, yeah, because I changed the nature of this. So when I don't, this won't work, the missing doc here, but it should have said missing front, missing back, but it's okay. This won't work because, so I explain here. This here is not, so when it's missing, I have 1 here. When it's missing, I need both to be missing doc. I need both missing, right?
Right.
So, okay. What I need here is the sum of this to be 2, right? So,
okay.
you understand what I mean? So
Yep.
what I need, because it will return. So let's copy this piece of code, right? Sum of, oh yeah, but I cannot do this on the sum. Oh, I don't remember how I'm doing this. The sum doesn't work on the sum doesn't work on this. But I can do this. Sum of this equal to, because the sum we can add many fields. What? Field.
Okay.
Okay. So I said sum of this equal to. So when both are missing, so let's copy this. It's interesting, because I'm not doing that I'm not doing this often, and so it's interesting to see how we can use, which technique we can use. The get as boolean is perfect for the two first, right? And so how I'm doing to debug something like that, I paste this, and then I need to fix, I don't need that one. And I need to fix this. So pilot and pilots. So which one is not fixed? Oh, this one. Pilot. Okay, yeah, it's not fixed. Which one is not fixed? Okay, this one. Pilot. So I think we're good. Okay. So it's still saying valid, right? So the calc returns valid. So I want to know what's going on. So I'm commenting out this, right?
Right.
Commenting out this. And then I want to know this, what this returns. This return, yes, is missing the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Here, it's not missing the back. And the missing dock, this returns 0. Because the sum of the two is not equal. If I said 1, it will, if I put 1 here, it said 1. Yeah, but so this works. So the sum of this, because this will return 1, 1. So 1, 0, or 0, 1, or 0, 0. So if this is equal to, that means if I have a 1 here and a 1 here, that means if this is missing and this is missing too, that means missing dog. So this works. I don't understand why this doesn't. And why he missed this? Because missing dock, no. Missing front is missing front. It should have said, right? Because this is missing, so I should have
missing front.
Yeah, missing front
That
here.
should trigger right there.
Yeah. So why this is not going there? Why this is going straight to the valid? That's a good question. This is the question, $1 million question. Is missing front because it should have said, because the case statements, the case function, the first arrive, the first serve. So that means if I get this,
Don't go any further.
It's not going further. So if it goes until down, that means this, and this doesn't work. If it goes straight to the valid here.
Right.
Is missing doc? He said no. Back, he said no. So let's do this. It says still valid. Let's do this. Now he said nothing here. Why? Maybe this one is wrong. Why this one? It blocks this. So let me see. I don't have an error here. So now I have blank. Valid. So this one here has a problem here. That's weird. So if I remove this, it still says valid. But if I go there, that's weird. That's super weird.
Who says there's an equals instead of oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Equals instead of a colon.
yeah. Got it. See?
Thanks, Stu.
I didn't see it. Because I was, and it didn't return any error, but it's okay. Thank you, Stu. Good eyes. So now it will work. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to, or I'm going to change the change. I'm going to make the change here. So we got it, and we saw that it was working. So that's why it's sometime, yeah. Now it pops. Now it popped to your
Yeah, it
face,
jumps out at you on this side.
Yeah, it popped to your face, right? Okay, so. But I need the missing dog first, right?
Right, because if it's missing one of the others, you may never
exactly. We stop.
You won't get to
we
the
never
other
say.
one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so now missing back. I have the front. So if I change this to back,
I thought you changed the other one, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, back. Now he said missing front, and if I said this one, front, he said valid.
And if you take them
both out, this one and this one,
yay!
Right? So you have a nice calc here, got a little bit difficult to get there.
It is almost midnight. It's midnight your time.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So now, just to I want you to see that if you want to do something like this without to use the let statement, good luck. To understand and debug, right? So this, it happened there, right? So we're good, right? So
just for grins, where you have the original technique commented out, can we just add some text in there that says something about combined or something like that?
Yeah, this
inside
is
that same comment, just inside the same comment.
Yeah.
Or
this is.
Yeah, this was the original deal.
Original multi-value relationship.
Yeah. Perfect.
For future Ken.
Yes. And anyone else who sees, why is this commented out here later?
Yeah. It's something for what's the name? For the people watching the webinar, was if they want to reactivate,
like Marge said, for the future Ken.
Yeah. Oh, for the yeah. So this is working. So we're good for today, and
cool.
So you got your feature.
Yes.
Great. And can I just ask real quick, because now that we have a single setup, we could easily duplicate that same single setup, creating the relationship, etc., for all the other document types.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to do, because now it's the same for everybody.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. It's exactly just a duplicate and adjust. Duplicate.
You do the boom, 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 and you get all this into work.
Perfect.
And you get the on commit, and you get all, and you don't get install calc, and you don't get any problem, and we get this and
we still have that working. Yeah, nice.
Working. Okay, so
great.
Do you want me to send you the file, or
Yes, please send me the file.
And when we get this rev, we can practice duplicating for those other certificates. Homework.
Okay, everyone gets to watch me do several layers of nonsense to get this end credit. Oh, okay, here we go.
Yay!
All right,
Thank
everybody.
You guys.
You
Bye.
have a lovely day. We will see you all tomorrow.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you again.
Bye.
here who maybe a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir.